That's fine. What's going on, y'all? For those of y'all who are just joining the live, I am here getting my dinner prepared for tomorrow. Just doing a little bit of cleaning my chicken. You know how we do. But welcome. Hope you guys are having a great evening. Hope you're having a great start to the week. I know it's only Monday, but as with any day, things just get better over time. What y'all doing out there? I know it's a little late. Usually I don't go live this late, but I'm preparing some chicken for tomorrow, getting it clean, getting it seasoned, letting it marinate overnight, that type of thing. Just show y'all briefly. Got some chicken drumsticks in here, soaking in some cold water. Let me just move this over a bit. I'm actually recording content and I'm on live at the same time. And right now, I'm just cleaning my chicken before I season it. Got some tunes in the background, doing a little bit of cleaning. And don't worry, I'm not getting chicken everywhere like most of y'all think people do when they say they clean chicken. It's a very careful process. But let me know what y'all doing out there. How y'all doing tonight? Trying to decide how I'm going to prepare this chicken. I already know how I'm going to. I already know how I'm going to season it. I have my seasonings on the side, but I'm trying to decide if I want to barbecue it, if I want to do buffalo sauce. Still undecided about that, but I ain't got to really worry about that till tomorrow. Right now, I'm just seasoning everything. Enjoying the live, just getting some chicken prepared for tomorrow's dinner. I'm going back and forth between buffalo chicken, barbecue chicken, or another type of chicken. I'm not sure yet. Doing some homemade mashed potatoes, green beans, and cornbread. Typical stuff, you know what I mean? Who just joined the love. Drizzle Corpse, what's going on? How's it going? Welcome to the live. And welcome everybody who's joined the live today. Like I said, I'm just cleaning some chicken right now, getting dinner ready for tomorrow. I'm doing some baked chicken, homemade mashed potatoes, green beans, and cornbread. Still trying to decide how I'm going to prepare the chicken, if I'm going to barbecue it, if I'm going to do buffalo, but I'll figure it out. What's going on, fam? What you got going on tonight? Hello, hello. Welcome to the live. What's going on? Listen, this is how I was raised, man. I clean my chicken with lemon or lime, soak in some water, a little bit of vinegar, gets the job done. And all you do is just sanitize and clean right afterwards, and you're good to go. Don't plan on being on live that long today. We'll see, maybe about a half hour or so. I'm just cleaning my chicken, getting it prepared, getting it nice and seasoned. And then after that, I'm chilling for the rest of the night. Just came back from picking my shit up from work. You know what's crazy? It's June 1st, right? Hold on. I got to talk about this real quick. It's June 1st, and it's like 65 degrees outside. I shouldn't even be in a hoodie right now. I should be in a t shirt and some shorts, but I'm in a hoodie and it's cold. I don't get that. Ever make engagement chicken? What you mean by that? Like marry me chickens? A lot of y'all joined the live today. Listen, I cook every single day. I post every single day. Well, almost every single day. So if y'all like easy recipes, simple to follow recipes, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Was there- Oh, there's more fires in Canada? Oh man. I'm so sorry to hear that. Hope you and your family are safe. The past couple of years have been crazy with these wildfires, man, but hope you're somewhere safe and out of the way. NYC, hey, much love in New York. I actually grew up in New York City, born and raised, Brooklyn. I'm in Delaware now, but New York City is my home, more or less. All right, give me a quick second. Get this taken care of. Gotta rinse this off. But for those of y'all joining the live right now, I'm like I said, I'm from Delaware. I'm originally born and bred in New York, Brooklyn specifically. Lived there for most of my life. Moved to Delaware about 6 or 7 years ago, but I still call New York City my home. I mean, how can you not? New York City is like the best. New York City is the best place ever. I can't even deny that. I love going to New York. I miss it. All right, I'm about to switch the gloves up real quick. Now I got my seasoning bowl. I'm gonna eat that chicken medium rare. You pay me $2 million, and I will. Nah, it's like I ain't doing that. What's wrong with you? Eating chicken medium rare. Really would like to see somebody eat some medium rare chicken or some chicken tartare. Ah, you said chicken tartare. That's crazy. I'd eat steak tartare, but I would not eat no chicken tartare. Chicken tartare is wild. Although I'm recording, just to let you guys see, I'm actually recording my content as well as doing a live. So I'm gonna talk to y'all while I also talk on the camera. Switching the chicken over to a different bowl, simply to not have it in the wet one, pat it dry, and then we're gonna season it up. And I can already tell somebody in the comments is gonna be like, "Oh, that's too much seasoning on chicken." Watch, it never fails. I've been cooking since I was a kid and cooking on social media for the past 5 years. You can't satisfy everybody. Somebody's gonna say your chicken is over seasoned. Somebody's gonna say it's under seasoned. All I care is that the chicken tastes good, and that's it. I actually do have a marry me chicken recipe somewhere. I can make it again for YouTube one day, just because you asked. All right. I switch out gloves a lot, so bear with me. All right, let's get down to business. First thing I'm gonna do, hit that chicken with some salt. You don't need too much salt because all the other seasonings are gonna make it salty enough. So I got my salt. Hit it up with some black pepper. And if this is all you season your chicken with, don't talk to me. You need at least like 13 seasonings with my chicken. Going with some garlic powder. Gotta have the onion powder. And like I said, someone is gonna say that this is a lot, but this is about 13 drumsticks, so this is actually the perfect amount of seasoning. I like a little spice, so I'm gonna put some cayenne pepper in there. Actually, a lot of y'all. I like a lot of spice. So for all my Indian folk out there, yeah, well, at least, hold on, I gotta show the camera first, but I'll show this to y'all. This right here, that's that top tier chili powder. I use it when I make basmati rice and it's the chicken recipe that I make. Not tandoori chicken. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So tip my tongue. All right. What's the most complex dish I ever made? That's a good question. I got to think about that one. I probably would say I made steak tartare one time. It is risky because it's technically making steak raw, and I'm the only person in my household who likes the medium rare steak. So kind of going grade above that would be risky, but it worked out in the end. I enjoyed it. I'm saying, yeah, Badia's is like key in my household, as you can see. I love a good Badia seasoning. This is their complete seasoning. Get that nice and seasoned up. And then just for the finishing touch, I like to add some Saison. That just gives it some color and also a bit of flavor. That's why I didn't season it with too much salt before, because Saison has plenty of salt. And we pull out the internet's favorite handy dandy black gloves. Actually, before we do that, another chef trick that I like to do. Since I am baking this, tikka masala. I think that was it. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna pour a little bit of olive oil in this. This is gonna help it bind together. This is gonna be baked tomorrow, but right now I like to marinate my chicken overnight. Whenever I tell people to make chicken, I just tell them to, marinate it for at least an hour. But I like a lot of flavor in my food, so I let it marinate overnight. Just makes things a little bit easier and more flavorful. You want to just like really get in there. Like you don't want to just like season the outside or rub it in. You got to rub the inside, the skin, every single piece, because you want that chicken to be nice and flavorful from every single bite. You know what I mean? One thing I love to do also, and if you see my page, I can have people who comment testify. If you have any specific recipe that you want me to try to make, no matter what it is, it could be an easy recipe, it could be something challenging, it could be something your grandmother used to make for you, anything. Leave a comment and I'll make it. One thing I love about my page and one thing I love about food in general is that food brings us together. I like that community aspect of food, and I want to be able to make things that you enjoy. You know what I mean? Not just what I like to cook. So tell me in the comments, comment on my videos, recipes you'd like me to make, and I'll make them for you. Does not matter. I do make desserts. I actually just made a recipe. It's on my page. Go check it out too. It's what was the recipe? It was peanut butter and jelly cookies. I also talk about a very near and dear topic to me, which is depression, which is something that I, for those of you who may not know, did face and still have bouts from time to time. And baking actually helps me get through that depression. Like we know most things, people bake to kind of express their creativity and to release any frustration they have, and that's what I like to do when I bake. So yeah, I got plenty of recipes when it comes to baking, cookies, cakes. Go check out that peanut butter and jelly cookie recipe. I also make jams and things like that. Lots to make gochujang baked chicken. Ooh, listen, gochujang is a very good spice, but you don't want to put too much of it on it. I'm somebody who would like to brag. I think I have a high spice tolerance, and I made gochujang chicken one time and put about 3 or 4 tablespoons of the paste inside of my pasta. I'm not gonna tell you what happened next, but let's just say it was spicy, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. All right. So I got to show one time on my camera. Boom, boom. That's how your chicken should look. Seasoned from head to toe. No jokes. All right. Just go take these gloves off real quick. Wash my hands. But y'all were asking me earlier where I'm from. Where y'all guys from? I saw somebody said that from my old hometown in New York. I know somebody's from Canada. Let me know in the comments where y'all at, so I can say what's up to y'all. New Jersey. Love Jersey. What part of Jersey? I'm actually considering moving to Jersey. Not sure where just yet, considering Jersey City, but I like Jersey. California, LA, Georgia. What up? Love LA. Love California. Surprisingly, I have never been to Georgia before. It's on my bucket list. I want to visit Savannah. I want to visit Atlanta for sure, but never been. What's the food scene like in Atlanta or Georgia specifically? Because I hear mixed things about it. All right, let's wrap this up. Talk to my camera real quick. But yeah, chicken's nice and wrapped up. I'm gonna put this in the fridge for about, well, by the time y'all see this tomorrow, it'll be overnight. So yeah. All right, let's see what y'all up to today. Actually, hold on a second. Almost forgot. This is a precaution. Never be too careful. In case y'all are wondering, I'll come back and check on the live in a second. Tomorrow, I am making the chicken that y'all just saw. I'm also going to be making homemade mashed potatoes from scratch, some green beans, and some honey butter cornbread. Actually, this is going to be leftover honey butter cornbread. The recipe is actually on my page now, but I had so much left over, I figured why not just, make it for tomorrow. Don't sleep on this. I know a lot of y'all out there saying that this is like, yeah, I got mixed feelings about it, but I personally like the Sprite too. Name some of your favorite chefs on YouTube. So actually have a few my favorite chefs on YouTube. Joshua Wiseman is one of them. Probably I'd say one of my top five favorites. I like Andy Cooks, Ian Kyo, good chef. Holmes Cooking, so many to name. Um, yeah, those are just some of them I can think of from the top of my head. They're like very inspirational. Uh, TV wise, I like a lot of the old school chefs, Emeril Lagasse, Ina Garten. Um, those are two of my faves. Yeah, I love Korean barbecue personally. I don't make it as much just because I have access to a lot of Korean barbecue spots around me, and I prefer when someone else makes it for me. Like, don't get me wrong, I can make it, but if I could, have the option, I would just have somebody make it for me. I like hot pot, K pot, Korean barbecue. Pretty much anything Korean, I mess with. Anybody who knows me knows that Korean is like my first favorite cuisine. What I got talking about? My wife killed some Korean barbecue tonight. Y'all made it, or did she order it? How's the food scene in Delaware? It sucks. Don't let anybody fool you. I don't want to come across as elitist, but the food scene in Delaware is garbage. And I say that to say most of the when I go to different states, like I'll give a few examples. I go to the DMV. I go to Jersey. I go to New York. I'm always getting different food, and it's not just the type of food that I get; it's the culture. That's one thing I'm big about when it comes to food. I love the culture. I love the stories behind food. Most of the food in Delaware is, Anytown USA food. You got Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, Popeyes, the same stuff. And most of the spots here that are supposed to be different don't really taste as great. Now, I've been to a few hidden gems, but for me personally, if I live in a state and I can't name you 5 good restaurants, it ain't worth it. Pretty much why I cook most of the time, but yeah, if you come to Delaware for the food, most of us don't really like the food here that much. We go to Jersey, we go to the yeah, when I go to California and I go to only a couple of good spots in LA, not to find anything good here, which is why I cook pretty much every single day. To me, food has to have some kind of story behind it, and I feel when it comes to culture, tend to put a lot of passion and love in their food, and that's very important to me. Never had Saudi food before. What kind of food would you recommend? I've had a lot of good Mediterranean food, but anything specific, I couldn't even tell you. What are some of my favorite spots in New York? Uh, to be honest, I can't even tell you my favorite spots in New York. Actually, no, I'm lying. I'll tell you a couple. Stone Pizza. If you're in that type of thing, Stoned STONED pizza. It's a pizza place that caters to a specific type of crowd. I don't want to flag page, but yeah, that's the kind of pizza that I like. Um, Anywhere that you go, pretty much in like the Bronx or Brooklyn specifically, you'll find some good food spots out there. Brooklyn, specifically like Flatbush Avenue, lots of good Jamaican spots, West Indian spots. You get some good sweet plants in there too. Great jerk chicken, a lot of Trini food, Haitian food, real good stuff out there. Lincoln Fried Chicken, yeah. Listen, people be sleeping on the Lincoln Fried Chickens, the Kennedy Fried Chickens. Some of the best late night eats. Like I remember times that I would get off of work at 2 o'clock in the morning and be hungry, and I can go to a Kennedy or a Lincoln Fried Chicken and get some hot wings and fries, and I'm set. Kapsa, no, I've never heard of it before. What's in it? I'd love to try it. Matter of fact, let me screenshot this real quick because I've been looking to try to get into more Middle Eastern food, and Kapsa does sound interesting. So I might try to look it up and see if I can find a spot. Well, it's not gonna be in Delaware, but a spot close to it that I can go try it out at. Also, since you're here, Terrence, just wanted to say, man, as a fellow Nick fan, how do you feel about our season? I'm proud of how far we came personally. Uh, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Had to reconnect. But yeah, I was talking about the Knicks. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we made it far. We made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. We played a good Pacers team. I just think if Tibbs had to play the bench most of the season, we wouldn't have the problems that we had. We relied way too much on Brunson and the starters to even think we were getting that far. But considering what we had, we did pretty well. Cool. Appreciate that. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up. If it's chicken and rice, then you already have me sold. I love a good chicken and rice dish. Yeah, I mean, I feel the same way too. Like I was crushed about it, but I didn't expect us to come this far. So for us to even get to where we was at, I was happy with the results. Mm. But anyway, like I said, this wouldn't be yeah. We'll see if they keep him for next year, but if they let him go, I wouldn't be surprised with the way he coached. But yeah, like I said, this wasn't gonna be that long of a live. I just wanted to bring you guys along for the ride as I season the chicken. I might be on tomorrow. I'll let you guys know in advance if I'm gonna go live so I can show you all the rest of my cooking. But I'm making baked chicken, homemade mashed potatoes, string beans, and cornbread. So that's going to be posted tomorrow. But I put my chicken in the fridge to marinate. Right now, I'm about to do some cleaning up and then head to bed. But if you want easy recipes and you like content like this, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I cook every single day. Let me know what y'all want me to cook. Hope you have a great night, and I'll see y'all around. Peace out.